Good, happy Wednesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this special report. After Istanbul attack, U.S. airports may look at new security measures. Let's get started. Airports across the country are seeing an increased security presence inside and outside their terminals as Istanbul reels from an attack that left at least 41 people dead and 239 other injured. According to Turkish Prime Minister Binali Yildirim, 3 armed attackers opened fire at last night before blowing themselves up at Turkey's biggest airport, where travelers are screened before even entering the terminal. The procedures at Istanbul's Ataturk International Airport are similar to those across the Middle East and unlike those in the United States. Airports in New York, Miami, Atlanta, and San Francisco told the media today they will have an increased police presence in the wake of the attack, but at no American airport will you find screening of passengers before they enter terminals. Aviation security in the United States has focused its efforts on checkpoints after the ticket counters, where the Transportation Security Administration screens all passengers and carry-on luggage before they may proceed to the gates. In the United States, local law enforcement agencies take the lead on any security before these checkpoints and do not screen travelers as they arrive at the airport. Someone going to a major airport in the Middle East, however, would likely see enhanced safety efforts before the terminals. Security for a flight out of Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion Airport begins before passengers even leave for the airport. When people purchases tickets out of Israel flagship airport, their names are run through a database and their identities are vetted before they arrive for their flights. On the way to Ben Gurion, security checkpoints may be on the roads leading to it. At these locations, vehicles are checked for explosives and behavioral detention. Officers may ask the occupant questions looking for any number of signs indicating numerous interactions. As passengers approach major Middle Eastern terminals, more behavior detections officers look for any physical or behavioral signs innocent with the regular traveling process. Any travelers may show signs of nervousness, but how are they walking? Officers look to determine whether people's pace or giant is constant with carrying an awkward or heavy hidden object. Are they dressed appropriate for the weather? A person wearing a long coat on a hot day in the Middle East is likely to be asked a few questions. The officers carefully watch passengers' eye movement and arm placement. People carrying something hidden around their waist may subsequently place an arm there. These are just a few examples of many things security officers at airports, not only in the Middle East, but elsewhere around the world, synchronize, hoping to prevent the next devastating attack. The focus in the United States will now be on increasing highly visible security personnel on the perimeter of the terminals, according to John Kahona, a former acting undersecretary at the Department of Homeland Security, and now an ABC News console. And that does it for your special report right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday evening. Good night, everyone. Bye.